Scottish Railway Maniac here. Now, this is a video I wanted to make a few weeks ago, but my phone typically has been out of storage and I had to delete a load of stuff, and it's, so I think I've got somewhere now, but this video will be a conclusion to my Judith Edge Hunslet diesel project. So what I'll do, I'll bring it in shot just now. So that's it done basically. In this video I'm going to be doing the last thing to it, which is going to be fitting a cab crew. But once that's done, it'll be put back together and probably never opened again, taken apart again, hopefully, unless I have some sort of problem with the DCC chip or something. That shouldn't happen, but so what a process it's been. 5 years it's been with 3 different people. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. My cat's in his little tube. It's got a bell attached to it, a little tube that he can run through. So again, I bought this at the end of 2019, so that'll be 6 years this year. It was with my friend in Devon for 3 years. Didn't get much done in that time. It went to someone, one of the places near the West Somerset Railway after that. He had it for a year and a bit. He built it, and then when I got it back, it went straight to traction and rolling stock works, and he weathered it for me, and he's done a brilliant job on it. There is a picture of it side by side with the real one. He printed out a picture and he stuck this thing next to it. It looks brilliant. But it's brilliant. I love it to bits. I've already had to make a few repairs on the handrails because they're just glued on. They're just tacked on. So, you know, when it comes to in the post, they're in many pieces, but they'll never be perfect. But at the end of the day, I'm happy enough with them. And at the end of the day, you know, if you look at pictures of the real ones of these, the handrails, they're always smashed and bashed out of shape, and you know, and bashed and damaged. So I'm quite pleased with it. It runs really well. It's been programmed, 6-pin hardwired, brand new. I think it was a lens chip it had, but it's brilliant. I can't fault it. So I'll get it apart with these 2 screws, one there and one there, and I've got. Oh, here comes the cat. I've got a cab crew, so a little man there, and a little man there. And I have my workshop companion, who's just knocked the screwdriver down. So I will busy myself with that, show you what it looks like. I'll wait an hour or so for the glue to set, just so I don't end up fogging up the windows with the glue. And then we'll have a look, maybe get it running and show you that. So catch you in a sec. Okay, so the screws are out, so it just should, if I put the camera down, I can use 2 hands. Should just lift off from the chassis, just like that. So that's the body over there. We don't need that right now. Now this is the chassis, so you can see 6-pin hardwired and sealed with, what did he say it was? It was gasket sealant, so it's, you know, nice and strong. Shouldn't be going anywhere, but as you can see, there is a little bit of cab detail, and there's a platform that I can stand my cab crew on. So I'm going to glue them on just now, have a test fit, and then glue them on. So let's have a look in the toolbox, see if we can find some glue. So this is the stuff I'll be using, this Loctite super glue gel. I prefer the super glue gel. This one is a wee bit on the expensive side, but with the super glue gel, it doesn't, you know, it's easier to work with and it doesn't end up going places you don't want it to go. So you can just get a tiny little bit of the end of a drill bit or something, dab it in the glue, and then just put it on the area and it won't run or anything like that. So favourably, that's what I like to use. So I'll get my tweezers, they're just here, and I'm going to put them more in the centre, towards the centre of the cab, so there's enough clearance to get the cab roof on. It's quite a wide cab, but I just want to do that, just, you know, peace of mind to make sure it's gonna fit. So I'll get my little pokey stick out and I will dab a tiny little bit of glue on. Just like that, just on a bit of cardboard, so you can dab the pokey stick into it. So we're gonna go for the man in the high vis first. This is a Bachmann figure I got on eBay. I wanted to get ideally 2 guys with high vis, but the pack only came with 1. And there is a pack of people with high vis, but they've all got hard hats on. So certainly all the railways I've worked at, I've never seen anyone with a hard hat. So what we'll do, we'll stick him in there just like that. So it looks like he's, hang on. Looks like he's reaching for the controls. You making funny noises, Harvey? Hey? He wants his breakfast. Okay, so that's the first guy in. So hopefully there should be enough clearance. I might just test that really quickly off camera. I'm sure there will be. That looks okay. He's a bit close to the roof, but such is life, as they say. So he's in there. The windows are quite fogged up because of the what do you call it, the lacquer, the varnish, whatever. It's not the end of the world. So I'll take that off. I'll put the other guy in, leave it an hour or so, screw it back together. So this guy, oh shit, this guy I got on eBay. I think he's 3D printed, but he's been hand painted. So just stick him with the other guy. It doesn't matter too much that he's not in a high vis. But there's lots of, I've seen people at railways, you know, cab crews, they take their jacket off and things and, you know, hang them up or put them in the toolbox or whatever. So it's not too uncommon to see a guy not in high vis on a heritage railway. It's frowned upon, I think, but it doesn't really matter too much. Certainly in this case, anyway. Just stick him in there like that. There we go. Right, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to let them dry, get them out of harm's way from little Harvey, my cat. Let that dry and come back to you in 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. So a quick jump cut. It'll be seconds for you and an hour for me. So catch you in a sec. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half now. Gave it a little bit longer than I was planning to. I had to make a phone call, and you know how it is these days, you got to go through all the options and select this and select that, put these details in, and it's a pain in the ass. So, but that's me done now. So these guys should be dry. The glue should be dry by now. So I'm going to put the body back on. Don't think I'll be able to run it, unfortunately, because my controller is pretty broken now. It's had a fall, so it's not doing too good, unfortunately, but it's a Gauge Master one, so they should be able to fix it for me. So yeah, that'll be a future video. I did put a little running video of it already, you know, a few seconds back and forth, but it'd be nice to do a proper video, you know, with wagons and everything. So I'll get to that eventually. Just give me some time and I'll put a nice little video of it. I might even be able to take it to the club and run it. So let's put this body back on. So I'm just going to do this off camera because I need to be able to see what I'm doing here. Okay, that's the body back on, as you can see. Cab crew are in there. They fit really nicely, which is really good. I'm happy with that. So you can see just there. Can I shine a light? Does it let me shine a light? I'm still getting used to having a Apple phone. I've always had an Android one. So this is my first Apple. But right, let's try and get these screws in. It's going to take a few attempts because I'm always crap at doing this. Little tweezers and tiny little screwdrivers and things. Okay, so that's the screws in. As you can see just there and there. So I'm just going to tighten those just off camera so I can see a bit better. Now I don't know how tight I need to do them here, so I'm not going to do them too tight, but I want the chassis to be level. Yeah, I think that's okay. So that is the body now back on. So I'm going to put my tools away. I'll show you. I'll give you a look. See what we've done. So I just, again, you know, these handrails, they do fall apart, so I have to be very careful with them. Luckily, I've had absolutely no damages or breakages whatsoever doing this. So that's it. That's it finished. So you can just about see the two chaps in there. Orange high-vis and the blue, what do you call it, boiler suit. So I'm really happy with that. Hopefully this cat doesn't knock it down. So I'll just give you a little 360. So it's quite good, the chap in the high-vis. You can see him a bit better this side. It looks like he might be pointing at something. Maybe he's telling the second man to watch for wagons or something, how close he's getting to the wagons, whether he's 6 foot in front of them when he needs to stop or whatever. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. So yeah, just thought I'd make that little video. Again, running video in a separate video once I've got the controller sorted. But I will get on top of that and give you a nice little running video. So that concludes my 5 and a bit year project of this Judith Edge Hunslet kit. It's been with 3 or 4 different people. It's cost almost £1,000, but it got there in the end. So that I'm happy for. So thanks very much for following me in this project. I'm going to get a new project kit to do at some point, and it'll hopefully not be as long as this one, but yeah. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Quite a long video already. I've got a lot of editing to do, so I'll leave you with that. So thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you soon. Take care.